Guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and thanks a lot for checking out the video and spending some time with me today. I'm going to give you guys my second day practice report from Lake of the Ozarks. We got the BFL tournament starting tomorrow up there. It's our fourth Plains Division tournament of the year. So we're sort of going to give you a rundown on what my plan is for the tournament tomorrow. Also, guys, just a big thank you out there. I wanted to give everybody just a big thumbs up. Everybody that's been supporting the channel by going in and using all the links we put in the description every video. All you guys that are regulars, you hear me talking about this all the time, but if you like the content on intuitive angling and you want to do something to give back to the channel, just going into that link and using and bookmarking my tackle warehouse link to order your fishing products through is probably the best way you can support the channel, along with hitting that subscribe button. So a big appreciation on that. Okay, guys, here's how today went. I didn't practice today, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. Elijah at his school there, about once a month, I go there. They let the parents come in there and have lunch with them during their lunch hour or their lunch half hour. So last night, Elijah wanted me to come and have lunch with him today. So I just said, yeah, I'll be there. I'll just sacrifice my practice. I didn't tell him I'll sacrifice my practice day, but I said, sure, I'll come and have lunch with you, because thing about it, guys, is there's tournaments are a dime a dozen. There's always going to be a tournament, but my 6-year-old son's not going to be 6 forever. So I just definitely, prioritized it and, had lunch with him today, and then spent the day just preparing tackle, working on tackle. Spent a lot of time on that today. Got the boat in the garage here and getting everything squared away for tomorrow. So what I wanted to do in the video is I want to sort of give you guys my game plan, sort of give you my thought process on how I approach a tournament with a short practice period and what my plan is for tomorrow. Now, yesterday I think I practiced for like 5 hours. I haven't, all year long, guys, I haven't, all my practice days are half days because, I'm driving back and forth from the lake from Springfield, so an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, take Elijah to school in the morning. So I don't get but 4 or 5 hours to practice, which is what I had yesterday. And so that that when you're having a short practice period like that, you can't do everything. You can't cover everything. You can't use every technique. You sort of have to go with, what my instincts are. And I've got so much experience in fishing these lakes in Missouri here, I can tell pretty quick what's going on. So my plan was, I was planning on 2 practice days. And yesterday, my plan was that I was going to fish some cleaner water, sort of get a feel if I could see some fish moving around and all that. And I stayed in the clear water yesterday. And like I talked about, I had a decent limit, nothing outstanding, but it was a respectable limit. I probably could have definitely been in the top 40 if it had been a tournament in the check range. But I never could really figure out how to catch any good ones. I'm not sure if I was fishing too shallow, if I was fishing too deep, or if I need to make bait selections. But I was getting quite a bit of action, which is it was a good pattern that I was on. I could duplicate this pattern when I ran into the type of areas I was looking for. And my plan today was to flip-flop areas and go into some dirty water. And another reason, that I didn't feel bad about missing today is that tomorrow in the tournament, we're supposed to have rain like we did yesterday. And if it's going to be rainy and low light conditions, most of the time when you have to determine the type of water you want to fish, the dirtier water, the rain and the low light conditions don't benefit you in dirty water, but it will benefit you in clear water. So my plan in the tournament is I'm just going to scrap the dirty water plan, even though I think it could probably work. I'm pretty confident I could have caught them in that. But I feel tomorrow, with the low light conditions and the rain and the clear water, and knowing that there's quite a few fish in the area that I'm in fishing, I'm really looking for those fish to fire up and get activated in those low light conditions, especially if it can stay cloudy and get a little bit of rain during the day. Now, the thing for me, what I've got to figure out, like in any other tournament, is how to catch the bigger fish, because anymore in these tournaments, with the technology that we have and the knowledge we have about fishing, you can't just catching a limit of fish isn't going to do you any good. It's just, you've got to catch a limit with at least a couple kickers on there. So I've given myself an opportunity for both. What I did is I got two sets of rods lined up. I've got my numbers set up as far as the techniques that I think that gives me the best chance just to get bit and to get keepers in the boat. And then I've got, on the other side of the boat, I've got my kicker fish rod set up. I've got the rods in there that are low percentage baits or larger lures, if I do get a bite on it, it's probably going to be a good one. So from that standpoint, I'm giving myself the option and the opportunity to put myself around numbers and quality fish. Now, there's sort of like a determination you have to make as far as what you want to accomplish out of the tournament. In this particular tournament, you're obviously wanting to win the tournament, but then, you're wanting to qualify for the postseason championships and all that type of stuff. But to be honest with you guys, I'm sitting pretty good in the points right now. But I don't even think if I, which I'm pretty confident I'll qualify for the regional. I did last year, and it looks pretty good this year. But if I qualify for the regional, I don't even think I'm going to go to it, because one of the things about it, it's like I fished the Ozark division or the Plains division, or excuse me, the Ozark division, thinking I didn't have to travel very far to fish a regional, and the dang regional is down at Lake Pickwick. So you have to spend, you have to, in the BFLs now, you have to pay to fish the regionals, and then I'm going to have to drive 500 miles. And if I don't finish in the top 6 in the tournament, I'm not going to make the All-American or make anything on there. So it's like, from a business standpoint, it's a money pit. The odds of actually finishing in the top 6 out of 200 and something people in the tournament, I mean, it's tough for anybody. So from that standpoint, I'm not as focused about the regional as I am just going out and trying to win the tournament. But you can't, when you're trying to win a tournament or you're trying to do good, you can't go out there and say, well, I'm just going to fish for big ones all day long and swing for the fences, because you'll strike out every time. You have to do both. You have to let the day unfold, and you have to give yourself a chance to put yourself around as many fish as you can, with also having a chance to catch quality fish with that. It's like you've got to do both. Most of the tournaments that I've ever won in my life, they've come where I'm fishing techniques that you can catch big ones on them, but they're not just a total big fish type of a deal. It's like, here's the deal. It's like a lot of the tournaments I've won have come either flipping or on deep diving crankbaits throughout my career. And both of those are known for quality fish, but you can still catch numbers. Now, you can't really go out and throw a 10-inch glide bait and realistically think that you're going to catch a limit of fish on it. So you can't like go overboard with your desire to just go for big ones. So you have to pick a bait selection that allows you the best of both worlds. And that's sort of what I did in this tournament. But anyway, my plan in the tournament is, and here's another tip I'll give you guys as far as practicing for tournaments. It's like you can't fish for the day that you're out there. It's like you always have to look forward to what the weather conditions are going to be during the tournament. Because that's what I'm doing in this one. It's like the weather conditions are conducive to the clear water. If we had the forecast for tomorrow where it was going to be bluebird skies and not much wind, I'd probably go to the dirty water. So you can't fish. You can't fish the way you think you need to fish the day you're out there. You have to fish anticipating what the weather's going to be coming up, and then make those adjustments with that. But anyway, I'll let you guys know how it goes tomorrow after my 4-hour practice period and running into the tournament here. We'll see how it goes. And like I said, win, lose, or draw, you can guarantee that all of my bass will be caught legitimately without spotlighting for them. So I'll feel good about my day, how it went, regardless how the results go tomorrow. So hope you guys are well. We'll talk to you all tomorrow after the tournament. See you.